Hello, this is Senator Melisa Franzen with the weekly update. This week I started with a couple of my bills being heard in committee, one dealing with a tax exemption for bullion coin investments, and the other dealing with a few revisions for the Limited Liability Company Act that I authored last year. More details about those in my newsletter. Also, late last week, we heard about the budget surplus in our projected forecast of February, which triggers our targets that are going to be established here in the legislative session to prioritize funding for a state budget for the next 2 years. So that process is now in full swing. So we're expecting to hear our targets coming up really soon here, so we can start putting the budget together for our state and for the next biennium. I just came from a press conference with the governor and with the Senate Majority Leader and the Transportation Committee in the Senate. We all came together to really push for a transportation funding package that you've been hearing about lately, and we're just really urging people to really engage in the conversation of sustainable funding for our transportation system: roads, bridges, transit, pedestrian, and bicycle. There's a lot of things that we need to do. We've been touring around the state. Our committee and the Senate Transportation Committee today will be in Woodbury to also have another open hearing with constituents and people who are really expressing their need for funding for transportation, but also the practical realities of how difficult it is to get there. So I encourage you to continue to contact my office with your thoughts on the proposal. We'll continue to update you on how it's going. And then we'll continue to have some bills being heard here later in committee. I also want to end by congratulating the Board of Regents for the University of Minnesota, which were elected yesterday, and additional details of their names, including Mr. Rocha, who is representing Senate District, Congressional District 3, which covers our district. So thank you very much, and congratulations to the new regents.